Okay, good evening, everybody. You're welcome to this week's Forex Outlook with Great White FX for the 20th to 24th of November 2023. So we're going to start off with the economic calendar. This is what we have going into the new week. Monday, not much on Monday, but by Tuesday, we have lots of high impact news. FOMC minutes on Tuesday, Wednesday also. Then Thursdays, I think Thursday, yes, Thursday is bank holiday in US. That's Thanksgiving. I think it's Thanksgiving. Then Friday, we have high impact news on Friday, 3:45. So that's settles it for this week. So let's briefly go into what we have for the coming week ahead. So we're going to start off as always with US. Hello? We're going to start off with US 100, dollar index, Euro USD, GBP USD, gold, Euro, pound, pound yen, and Euro yen. Let's keep our mics on mute, please. So starting off with US 100. For now, this pair is still bullish. This pair is still bullish. It's probably coming into this fair value gap on the weekly. Although last week closed with a bit of a rejection, it didn't close above this high. If we go down to the daily, we see a little bit of consolidation. So we drop down to the 4-hour time frame, points to the fact that we might see a bit of a retracement. We might see a bit of a retracement down on this pair before a move back up. This pair is still bullish. We'll be watching this fair value gap here on the 4-hour to act as support and propel price higher. The next pair we're going to be looking at is the dollar index. Just like as I was saying last week, the dollar index was a little bit hard to read, but I wasn't fully convinced it was still going to rally, and it has dropped. Let me remove all my drawings. So looking at the dollar index, the possibility exists that we might see a little retracement. This in and of itself is a bearish formation. It is going to retrace up a bit and continue back down. Let me see if I can find this pattern. You have something like it here. We have the same pattern here. This is the bullish version of it. This is the bullish version of it. Let me see if we have. So going into this new week on the dollar index, on the daily, we can see prices within this fair value gap. So there might be a bit of a retracement. After that retracement, then we might be seeing price come down to 102.93. Price may come down to this area after a bit of a retracement, probably into this fair value gap, or this what looks like equal highs. If you go to the 4-hour, you're going to see it looks like equal highs here. You'll see retracement into the peak, this buy side liquidity, then drop down towards these lows here.
You're off.
Yes, just had a little power issue. Okay,
Oh,
can you still see my screen?
has come back.
Okay. So that's what we are expecting on the dollar index. Next, what we're going to be looking at is Euro USD. The Euro USD, we start off from the weekly. It has a bullish situation, but we should be aware that this is a retracement of this down move. It's a retracement of this down move. It will still extend higher, but we need to be aware of that. So if we go down to the daily time frame, price should be coming up to this high or this fair value gap here. As where price is going to be coming into. So if we go down to the 4-hour, how is the 4-hour looking like? So any retracement with that stays above 1.0826 would be a opportunity for a long position towards this high first. Then if price gets very maybe the move is very strong, then we might be looking at 1.100 first. We're going to look at 1.100 first. That's this psychological level first before this
Which
1
one?
point here, 1.10, 1.100. Yeah, this level here.
Okay.
We're
But
going to look
the first one we have to look for it to, okay, it has closed the
fair value gap
value gap. Okay.
on the
That's
4-hour. So it might retrace a bit, but I believe it's going to go for 1.1.
wow.
That's where it's going to go for. Because it's going to take out this high, then go for 1.1, then maybe do 1.1010 or 1.1020. So this pair is still bullish going into the new week.
What is on a retracement, isn't it?
Yes, on the weekly, but on the intermediate term, that's daily and 4-hour, is bullish.
Okay.
Daily and 4-hour is bullish. So next pair we're going to look at is GBPUSD. Looking at the GBPUSD, this pair is bullish as well, but it's not as strong as the Euro USD, because if you look at the Euro USD, it has the Euro USD's candle, the high is equal to the close. That's very strong move. But if you look at the GBPUSD, the GBPUSD is not as big bodied as the Euro USD, but this pair is still bullish.
Okay.
So
it has a week.
So any retracement on this pair within this other block here would serve as an opportunity for a long, because if you look to the left, it's within this structure point here. So price may be gunning for this fair value gap here. That's where price may be gunning for this very tiny fair value gap here. That's where price may be gunning for. If we go down to our 4-hour time frame, so any retracement on this will be an opportunity for a long, because this high has been broken. So any slight retracement will provide long opportunity for the GBPUSD. Next pair we're going to look at is gold. Gold is still bullish. It resumed, I think he has resumed his bullish move after bouncing off this weekly fair value gap. We'll go down to the daily. Although it closed as a doji on Friday because of where price is within this bearish order block. But if we drop down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that this pair is still bullish. You can see that it has made, so this is a retracement. So based off this, you'll be watching these fair value gaps here to act as support. Then price might.
We did something just now. That's what I was saying, that I was
Okay.
doing it before, but I can't do it again to get the
If you have the zigzag on and you only want to see the zigzag, you go to line. Normally, your line is going to look like this. This is how it's going to look like. The line will be showing. So what I do is I come to this place where there is 3 dots, select it, go to settings, symbol, go to the line. When I select the line, this place, I drop it till it's 0. Then click OK. The line will not show
I'm
up.
not seeing what you say. You drop what till it's 0?
You drop this here, the opacity. You move it from 100 down to 0. Then the line will stop showing. Then you can only look at your zigzag.
Okay, that's what I was telling you before, that you are doing, but I couldn't do it on my own, on my
Okay.
laptop.
Okay, so this is how you use it. So looking at this now, we can see that it's in a kind of a retracement. So if it takes off, we might be looking at 2000 first. We're going to look at 2000 first before
How will you
this
retrace to?
within this 4-hour fair value gap here.
So where will you retrace to?
Where will it retrace to? Is within this 4-hour fair value gap. It can retrace
Oh,
to
okay.
anywhere because this is the range from 1955 on the 4-hour to 1993. So it can find support within any of this area and then move up to first 2000, then 2004. So gold is still bullish for now. Next pair we're going to look at is EURGBP. EURGBP is still bullish, but it's in a consolidation. If you look at it on the weekly, it has almost closed up the weekly fair value gap. Just like I said last week, that's why it's always good to have an idea of what the market is doing. Somebody who saw this down move would have assumed that the euro is in a sell-off, but that's why I said when it's in a bullish situation, it most times would go down before going back up. So you always need
That's
to
a
be
long
aware.
thing.
Yes. And it took out everybody that was selling, it took everybody out. So the next, so if you go to the daily, you can see that although it has closed the weekly fair value gap, we still have this daily fair value gap and this bearish order block. So most likely price will be coming into this structure point this coming week. And we have what looks like a breaker here, high, low, although it has been mitigated, but this order block has not been. So when price comes in here, this fair value gap with this order block, we might see a bit of a retracement. So it depends on what price does, but this pair, this is going to be his draw this week, going into the new week. So the next we're going to be looking at is pound yen. The pound yen is still bullish, but it's in a bit of a corrective move after getting to a 188.28 after making this new high. Let's look to the left. If we look to the left, it didn't take out this high. It didn't make this high, but if we look at it, it's within this big structure point here. So price didn't close above here and retrace. This is still bullish. So any down move on this pair would serve as an opportunity for a continuation to the upside to probably target this high here, this high first, 188.81. So the pound yen is still bullish. You can see it's rejected the fair value gap on the daily. We'll go to the 4-hour time frame. It's still above these equal lows. But the possibility exists that price may sweep these lows and then continue to the upside. So that's what we need to be well aware of. And last but not the least is Euro Yen. Just like the pound yen, this pair is still bullish as well. Let's look to the left. It's still bullish. It's within a weekly fair value gap. And that was what caused it to reject a bit. That was what caused it to reject a bit on Friday. So going into this new week, we might see a bit of a retracement. And see this fair value gap is already bouncing off it. So we might see a bit of a retracement before a continuation back to the upside. So that settles it for this week. So we'll run through the pairs again. The US 100 is bullish, dollar index is bearish, Euro USD is bullish, GBP USD is bullish, gold is bullish, Euro pound is bullish, pound yen is still bullish, Euro yen is still bullish. So any questions? Okay, okay. In the absence of any questions, I'm going to call it a night. I'll be posting the video on the YouTube channel. So good night.
Thank
And
you.
thank
Good
you
night.
all.